Zzz,
Bzz. Why buzzing? God damn it. Give me a second. I forgot to open the chat. There's just been a lot in my mind.
Oh, that bee. Zzz. I need to turn this up for my own sake. In that case, be okay. Be annoyed about work stuff, but when am I not at this point? Outside of work stuff, be okay. Be playing through Chained Echoes more. A lot like several people who share it.
Wait, what is Lion talking about? What? Also, we get Lion today. Nice!
Hey Lion. I don't think I actually said it. Hey Drake. And you. I see you watching over there. Larking. Hey to you too.
Hey everyone. The several people who share. Wait, share what? Disorganized?
I'm
My
gonna
mind, like, completely dropped the conversation, apparently.
I'm gonna run around for you while you're getting woken up.
I'm already maybe awake.
Replica katanas. They are the main souvenirs from here.
That totally is not what. Oh, it's that person we don't like again.
Wow, this shop has everything. Amazing Electopian goods. I love Mount Belinus, the Shogun, the Electopian food. I love it all.
Oh yeah, katanas.
End-region cookies are famous for their raisins. Castle figures and souvenir t-shirts are available here.
A mind.
Sabatos awake? What a funny joke. I know, right?
We're often awake.
Yes, dear. The delicious smell draws you closer for a look. The dumpling cooker has a jack-in port. Which outside the dumpling store looks like something from a long-gone age. So we're jacking in, right? That dumpling sure looks good, but I'm totally broke.
That's the least frustrating line that person actually made.
I wanted to tour Guard Castle, but it's closed now. What a bummer. We're not jacking in? Statue of some general of long ago.
Jack and port.
Has a very valiant look.
Hey, Jack and port.
The security camera has been installed because of vandals.
Hey, Jack and port.
I can jack in.
Yes!
Would you like to have my sub-chips? Gargle.
No.
Oh, hey, unlocker. Oh, we have one. Can't afford one anyways.
Alright.
I'll tell you in advance this castle will be awful. I can believe it. You're not the right... There you go.
A slight bit of data that I was going to go ahead and get, so I'm going to leave you to your device for just a minute.
Dumpling comp!
If you are too quick, then just go ahead and do the other one. Take care of the battles.
Wow. Make me play by myself. Good teamwork game. Good teamwork game. This is a chaotic mess. And the chaotic mess has been resolved. Come to the horrible dungeon, missing translations, and the hardest, most BS minigame. Also, fuck XP. Just makes this game sound so enticing, everyone. Metagel Tea. Did not make it this far anytime I played, though. Oh, huh. Let's do that, and that. And that. So I'll need the healing, I'm sure. I didn't actually use my healing because I wasn't thinking it would die yet. Whoops. Anything in the middle? Oh. I think I got to the Dark Mega Dog. Didn't beat him. Done it 3 times? I am sorry. Oh, this should get both of them, right? Right? Yes. Double delete. And all I get for my troubles is some Zenny. Welcome. Our dumplings are the best. They're a taste sensation. With dumplings, the sauce is crucial. Store-bought sauce is unthinkable. Alright, let's check out the security camera then. Since someone is still busy and waking up. It'll be a 3-hour wake up. Oh, that's how you get to end area 2.
So, probably not something we want to do yet. Oh wait, no, we can actually get this from the internet, can't we?
Yeah, that's the liberation area.
Yeah, that's how I realized.
Okay. That'll probably be important to remember at some point, with it being right there.
Very quickly, I imagine. I'll talk to the 2 of them.
Strange. Okay, I talked to Higsby. Started a cutscene. Higsby, we're sure running into each other a lot today. Lan, thanks for your help before. And thank Numberman for me too, okay? Thanks for what? I don't know what you mean, but why not? Anytime.
Oh, fuck.
Time I got going to see Miss Mariko.
Fucking
Okay,
hell,
Lan.
doppelganger.
See you tomorrow.
I've seen Asavand and Maja.
Red areas look little like other areas in the area. Yeah. Higsby, why are you acting so strange, man? That was weird. He seemed confused. Guess all he's thinking about is Miss Mariko. Okay, well, you know what? Fair, valid, actually.
God damn it, I hate that you're right.
Anyway, let's get going, Mega Man. Okay. Oh. Gargoyle Castle was built some 300 years ago. The gargoyles on the castle keep are for protecting against fire. Sorry, but you can't go into the castle now. Oh. Sorry, but you can't come in now. Why, you ask? Wait. Wait a sec. Why did Lan say, why, you ask? Someone has illegally accessed the castle's control system. Illegal access? Apparently the communications system in End Area 3 was hacked. Security is pretty solid. It must be Nebula. Nebula? Hey, Thick Meow. I'll go check it out, sir. You? In return, let me into the castle when systems are normal. That's easy enough. Jack into that bronze statue down the slope. Oh, they straight up tell you about it.
Oh.
And you'll be in End Area 2. You sure you'll be alright? Leave it to me. I know I don't look like much, but I know net battling. Okay, but don't do anything crazy. Dude.
He's always doing something crazy.
Don't worry.
I'm going to hydrate while I'm making sure I got everything sorted out.
Thanks for the hydrate, Drake. Drake. Did we ever talk to her? Oh, that's closed now. Yep. Minecraft spawning noise? Oh no. What's... It didn't say creeper spawning noise. I was about to ask what's spawning. Damn it.
Best part is that they didn't hear the noise. So the creeper will sneak up. Are you fucking kidding me? I will start carrying a knife just to open these goddamn bottles. You have a knife on you.
No, I don't.
What?
No. I don't know if those pierce. Huh.
What's here?
The anchor shots.
Oh, good question.
Well, it doesn't matter now. That does. Yeah, spawned, I'm pretty sure. You know, valid. As long as you don't start exploding on us.
Alright, I should be good now.
We'll see if you're good now. Ooh, Napalm Man.
Yeah.
No! It jumped in the way!
Hey, take me out, and thanks for the hydrate.
Grumble. I mean, I shouldn't. Well, as long as you shouldn't, then it'll come as a surprise to everyone.
Alright, so...
But I will.
just to get me comfortable. Why is this cable being problematic? No, I could just... I don't even have to look towards you while I'm playing.
Rainy day! Yeah, technically you don't.
This actually can make it more comfortable sometimes. I don't know, I just had a lot of ideas just flooding through my head today.
That can't be good.
Thanks, love.
It's always dangerous when you have ideas.
There was one that slipped through the cracks before I could get it down. Excuse me.
I'm usually on the receiving end of those ideas. Terrifying, really.
How many ideas do we employ against you? Very few.
Enough. Alright, I had an invis.
Unfortunately, we can't do much about it.
Hey, give me that, and then we wait. Yeah, that can happen too. So you remember how I was saying I had a ton of balloons over here? I may or may not have 120 more balloons to fill. There's a lot of balloons.
Balloons and prosperity.
Thought I checked this path, and I guess I didn't. That is a lot of balloons. Would ask why, but do you really need a reason for balloons?
No, you really don't. Do you think the Meteor Shockwave can hit them? I mean, you need better timing.
Hit
they-
what? Metzar Shockwave hit what?
The submarines while they're submerged. Sometimes there's special properties like that in games.
You know what? Screw this, Met. You in particular are dying.
Actually, the whirlwind's probably terrible. Okay, search man.
Fly house.
Yeah. Oh, they.
Yep. I just collect them over the years. No reason to have them, but I love them anyways. Yeah. I mean, that is the real reason to have them. You love them anyways.
Yeah, I never answered the question I prompted, did I?
Okay, boomer.
God damn it. But no, I was like, well, why would you have balloons? Well, for the enjoyment. That's why they're there.
Yeah.
So, any balloons that brings you joy is pragmatic, right?
You're getting a lot of data pop-ups. Wow. Is it time for the Wii?
It is. Be careful around the...
Wee!
I think we're losing that unless if you could be really quick.
Why?
Because of the bats.
Bat only attacks if you're down there.
Mm.
I didn't mean to hit that yet. Oh well. Does make it less annoying.
That could happen. Just to get these out, boy.
Yep. Now I just need to do it again.
I should have considered giving you something for follow-up, but there weren't really any options.
There really wasn't.
Kind of like now.
That's not gonna help either.
Will look cool.
It will.
And why else would you use it? Wait, why did you... I only gave it... Love!
Because I fat fingered it, okay?
Oh. Okay.
Rumble. Annoyed with myself.
Okay, it's...
Well, I wasn't saying anything. Grumble.
Okay, but... I wanted to... Oh yeah, but, well, the thing is that to actually get hit by the bat, you would have had to let the projectile die.
Yeah, if the bat attacked, it would have hit the data anyways. I turn back if you feel nervous. I don't feel oh, hey. Surprised it's this far out. Huh. I'd ask about the game, but I'm just gonna watch. I don't need to understand. Understanding is the last thing that'll happen about these games, honestly. Somebody's
Yeah.
there, Lan. It's... Or
Oh.
no, just... Ah.
Okay.
Number Man. Number Man. Number Man. What's going on? Check the system, Mega Man. It's been illegally accessed. Okay. Feel free to ask if you're curious. It's a comm system, but it's completely fine. Maybe Number Man was fixing it? Could at least have said hello. Instead of jacking out like he was running away. Oh well, no harm done. Let's get back to the castle.
Then everything goes wrong.
Right, let's go. Psych about powerful security. Okay. This is you.
And then for my first course of action... Alright, that's our recovery folder. Played this specific game 3 times. Definitely a step up from 4, isn't it? I want to call out Itha on her chest balloon so hard. You know I do.
I know. Boy, howdy do I know. 4 is considered the worst.
Yeah.
Understandable, but 5 seems close to it so far.
Really, you're not liking 5?
Not huge on it, actually.
Huh. We've been enjoying ourselves.
It's still okay. Like, 4 was still fun. It was the worst, but it was still fun.
Fair. Ooh, slow gauge could be actually very good.
In,
Yeah,
what they're called.
Liberations.
Yes, the Liberations.
Alright, you know this was coming. Oh, that makes 30.
Do you have any area
let me
grabs
s-
at least?
Hmm?
Do you have any area grabs? Okay.
Yeah.
Hurry chest balloons, and I can't help but want to offer my breast for it. You don't need to go through 5 at least 3 times. Oh, for a completionist, yeah, 4 is by far the worst. Ithray would probably take them, let's be honest. And then
She
complain about them still being too small.
Yes, she would. This is the kind of person that Ithray is. Ithray's calmed down compared to Itha. Do you want to try this pure sword folder, or do you feel adverse to it?
I'll go with the sword folder.
Okay, because it's very badly specialized.
Oops. Liberation is too strategic for my tiny dragon brain. Also, like, it's much better on the DS.
Yeah, the DS is definitely an upgrade. From just hearing about it, it's just a great upgrade.
I know.
But yeah. In our system, Ithray is breast
Wait, what am I
crazy, and Itha was bad about it too. Something shiny underneath. Power program sub memory.
Can carry more sub chips, yay! I'm surprised I didn't come across that when I was talking over here.
Think you get the communications device is fixed.
Well, it was back to normal by the time we got there. You don't say. Well, at least it's fixed. Go on in and take a look around. Really? It's okay? Woohoo! Thanks, let's go on in.
Just nothing there. Magnificent screen greets customers. Somehow I
Visitors.
put green in that.
Armor displayed like works of art. An introduction to basic armor and helmet facts.
Good, we could read that, right?
Nope.
I want to read it.
It's too advanced for our young little brain.
How come he's a pro net battler, but he can't
The armor's been patched in places. The latest materials were used to patch it up. And a jack import was also added.
Let's look at the rest of armor first. It doesn't...
It's the same thing.
I wanted to. It just doesn't have. Go.
The armor is heavier than it looks. The samurais who wore this must have had huge muscular bodies. This armor is steeped in history. There's something hidden in the armor. Pilot program, Reg Up 1. Okay, sure. This helmet's been customized with the latest devices and can be used for security purposes. It also has a port for jacking it. Knew it. The helmet is brimming with a powerful aura. This helmet has a majestic air about it. Guard Castle is more than just a tourism center, it's also a key monitoring base for the entire Electopian network. So it's closed to the public during such incidents. It will probably stay closed for the rest of the day. Wait, aren't you? Never mind. No point in sweating the small stuff. Big promise constantly limited time battles. Main strategy game even at base level. Yeah, but it's very different types of strategy.
Turn-based and real-time work much differently. StarCraft has a lot of broad strokes, quick, reflexive movements.
We often get visitors from overseas, so I'm always ready to give a tour. I tell them slowly, this is a battle helmet, okay? Damn.
Whereas turn-based strategies are very attention to detail. Let's go ahead and get them a little...
Fuck that, bro.
Alright. I'm fond of a prog. I'm not familiar with 40k style.
Yeah. Also, just like the Warhammer 40k combination of turn-based and real-time.
Now, what's that like?
My duty is to protect this helm data. I'm watching over the helmet in the next room. Go and take a look. It's also why I prefer paradox strategy games to civ games.
I think they're called Forex. Yeah. This should do you well, right?
Probably. Paradox has grand strategy.
I wonder what that entails.
See, swords are fine, because I can just pew 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 if they're out of range. Oh. Megan bombs C? We're gonna bomb Megan? Throw a bomb 3 square ahead. I bet Megan is 3 squares ahead.
Alright, let's check you out.
Alright.
Just want to get inside the armor and have it all over me.
You know what you're doing.
I do. But you also know that I feel that in a more direct way. It works on multiple levels. Yay, this is so helpful. Nice counter.
Thank you. Your attack means nothing to me. Our beautiful armor and helmets are very popular overseas. I'm just beaming with pride.
Yes.
Oh, there's it.
Samurai armor does seem rather interesting. I really should look more into it sometime. Well, I'm being a bit of an armor nut. Who here is surprised?
Me, I am. Wait for it. Wait for it.
You're just looking for that perfect moment.
Yes. Gah. If I'd have...
Waited even a second more.
Grumble.
I'll be honest, I thought they were about to move. But Lion, listen. Armor.
I'm a Navi charged with the protection of armor data. My armor is guarded by the samurai in the next room over. Take a good look. I would make some more comments, but I don't have too much to just talk about.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah, don't worry. Just talk at your own pace.
Hey, if you're enjoying yourself, that's the important part. The katana was a samurai soul. It was probably like what a net Navi is to a net battler.
That's actually a very appropriate metaphor.
Yeah.
Well, simile.
The katanas displayed here are all quite famous.
Okay, but what about...
The katana on display.
Oh,
Hey, you figured out how to not mash.
shush.
People the world over love these katanas. A katana on display. Only the blade is original. The hilt has been replaced. Jack in port was added at the time of repair. Why though?
How... What?
Not really, because net navis are sentient. I mean, yes, but it's still an important...
Like, aside the sentience, that makes them more than a tool. Like... No. But there are two things pissing me off. One... How, pray tell, do you replace the hilt of a katana? The blade, if I remember right, the metal, if I remember right, runs through the whole leaf.
Yeah, so you replace the parts on the outside. You replace the bits of the hilt that aren't the blade.
Well, what? Yeah. Yeah, fair.
Yeah! That adds some realism.
No. Okay, fair. I guess that's a bit of a dodge. But the second one is not. Why the fuck are there no Naginata?
Who says there are no Naginata?
There's no Naginata here.
Yet. You think this is as far as we're getting in here?
Grumble. You know I want to see a Naginata.
I know. It's okay, I have pew-pews.
I feel the spite of emanating from this game. Yeah, oh... I guess it takes a while to figure out the quirks of the various parts of Cyberthos.
A while? You still don't know the various quirks of Cyberthos.
I know the various quirks of Cyberthos. Ask me anything.
Busy doing a fight.
Yeah, but... Okay, well, if you could have just went to upper tower or lower tower. I'll help you out this once.
I just want to break the rock.
Okay, Bear. Do you want to get a buster boost to... Yeah. Okay. And then... So they don't bother you. And when you're done... My workaholic self does not need tempering. That's a tough rock. I feel strangely fulfilled now.
Because I killed the rock.
Yes.
There's a certain satisfaction to it.
Yeah, they would use spears.
My duty is to protect this katana data. Watching over the katana in this room.
I
Take
feel
a
like
good
you
look.
should put the Naginata with the katana though, just to show the general weapons of that era. I mean, sure, it's not going to be samurai, but it was still historically significant.
That samurai hologram has a great design. Just between you and me, I was the one who designed it. He looks frightening with a katana in his hand. A description of a war-torn era hundreds of years ago.
Yeah, I know that samurai are known for their katana.
A stern-faced statue carrying a number of weapons. It has an extremely menacing look. It also has a oh wait.
I vaguely recognize several of those weapons.
Everyone, including the Japanese, care about the swords.
Which is a shameful mistake. I am sorry.
A life-size statue. It has a powerful look, as if it could protect everything.
It has a back-end port for maintenance. Really?
Huh.
This
Actually,
game's
kind of
being
surprised.
This area is very suspicious. There are so many things that don't have jack-in
This
ports.
Kusuma door has paintings of fanciful beings. It's of national treasure quality. Close look reveals a hidden security camera.
Jack-in port.
I can jack it.
Yes!
Go back. We need to hack into the security camera. Because security cameras are completely unprotected from random visitors jacking in.
Yeah, what the hell's the deal with that? Yeah. That was a really good counter.
Thank you. The invis help. Alright. What's in here? Air spin 2! Air spin.
It's a...
Spits out hurricane attack.
Yeah.
Oh, that thing.
yeah. Which it should be a 2-square head, I think. Since that's generally how they are.
Right. Huh. Getting a sense of, deja vu. Like I've been to this place before.
I would break into song if I knew the lyrics. Fuck that fan in particular.
Fuck that fan in particular. Oh, something in the middle. Someone in the middle. Wow. At least they added something to it this time.
Sometimes I think you operate out sheer spite.
You didn't let me use my other invis. Sometimes I think you act out of sheer spite.
I don't act out of spite.
Wondering why you seem to always get an invis at the start of the round.
Oh.
So when you're setting up a folder, you can select like basically a favorite chip, as long as the memory doesn't, or is below a certain threshold. So if you see at the top of it says folder 29 MB. 29 is the highest we can select. And you see next to each of these, it has like 5 or 6. I selected Invis, so I will always get that at the start of a battle. This specific chip.
Invis is really clicking with Nyx.
I appreciate the freedom of, hey, I get to ignore you at the beginning. Hey, listen to this. This painting may soon be declared a national treasure. I swear they did the line break like that on purpose. All our work paid off. So we'll always start with Invis, depending on how we're feeling or, you know, what the different folder setups might be. Might choose something different. But especially with a melee-based one, yeah, having Invis at the start helps. It seems foreigners are surprised by this sight. Close look reveals a port for jacking in. This is the castle keep of Guard Castle. The lord of the castle lived here. Now it's the network monitoring center. What? It doesn't look like a network monitoring center? Well, of course it doesn't. This castle also has historic value, so the latest electronic devices are disguised.
Speaking of disguises, why are you blathering that this is...
Apparently Twilight Princess was also released on the GameCube, which I just didn't know. Yeah, it was released on GameCube, in which Link was left-handed. But it was also released on the Wii, and because so many people are right-handed on that...
Which is a shame.
Instead of just switching, like, which hand, if I recall correctly at least, instead of just switching which hand it was used, they flipped the entire game.
Great.
Yeah. So, like, if you were looking at a map for the GameCube version, it would look wrong, because instead of going forward and left, you would have to go forward and right on the Wii version.
If I remember right, Master Sword editions are generally flipped on the Master Sword difficulty the same way.
You can jack into the Guard Castle HP from there.
So it's kind of amazing on that level.
Yeah, I had the Wii version as well. I never actually owned a GameCube. It and the original NES are the only two Nintendo systems I haven't owned.
I think the more classic games just like flip the dungeon links on the doorways. So you go through like the 7th dungeon if you went through the first dungeon, for example. Go ahead.
I'm all into being a samurai lately. How about you? And you, my good sir.
Yeah, work on it.
I bid you welcome. Would you like to link this webpage with yours? If you link them, you could come and go directly between this webpage and yours. Shall I link them? Yes. You'll really link pages with us? Here, take this. Use this banner to come here. Okay, I'll place the link.
Okay, just... Okay. We have not been collecting too many.
Wait, didn't we have a different link?
Well, might be because you're at another computer, so you can't access all of them.
That's
Kind of.
yeah. Dumb.
Yeah.
Either that or it replaces the one link you get.
Is that why they ask? I don't remember. Do you remember, Lion?
If that's what it is, that's kind of frustrating.
Yeah, because we kept on replacing our links.
I didn't mean to hit back twice.
I mean, credits to the game design that we only now find this out. Just happenstance. It's...
Area grab would be really nice. Transformers originally imported from Japanese toy line card called Dia clone.
Oh.
Get that early. No escape. Die a clone. I'd rather die a person than die a clone. How is
That's really
that?
rude to the clowns.
It's an official battle of BBS. No.
Are you sure there's so
No.
much?
Remember what?
Whether the homepage link you get it replaces.
Do you only get one homepage link? Like, does getting a new one replace a previous one?
Yeah, if you want to be like that and only say a few words instead of many words.
I don't think so. Huh. Maybe it is because we're accessing it from somewhere else then. And yes, fewer word good.
Fewer word bad. Do you not understand that Cybathos lives on our elaborate, verbose... Why did you check back in?
I didn't mean to leave. I
Oh.
remember there's a spot to go.
Yeah, wordiness. That.
Okay.
Oh.
You
I'm
thrive on
normally-
being overly verbose. Yes.
No, not that. Just P code. Okay. I'm just letting that one sit there.
The original Transformers cartoon is made much like the show in the 80s to sell toys. Oh, yeah. That doesn't surprise me at all.
I think for the longest time the line has basically been about that.
According to this, the gargoyles on the castle keep are also a vital system that monitors the entire area. Is it just me? Or, go back up a little? Is it just me, or does that vaguely look like Vaporeon?
Did you know?
No. Oh, thanks for
Oh,
resubbing, Jules.
Thank you for the resub. Is it a resub or just continuing?
They've subscribed for 34 months. It would be a resub.
But hey, Jules.
Japanese version has some extra seasons. Huh. This gargoyle guards in-city from atop the castle keep. It's okay, the other one has a jack-in port. Gargoyle is a vital system that controls all of Indie-City. System's locked right now. You can't jack in.
Security.
What?
To be fair, there might be 2-layer on the Jacka and port securities where gotta take control for a second. Where like 1 layer. We were just there. Where 1 layer is like more public access and the other one is more private access. I don't know why. And to be honest, it's a kid's game, so that's not the case. But
Can't let Big Fish out of his sight.
my favorite is Jolteon, personally.
Maybe it means its eyes come out? Oh, right, the clue. I forgot we were Sherlocking this. Bless you.
Thank you.
I prefer Sylveon, but to each their own.
You've been burned on evolutions. So...
I mean, if I was going with favorite type of the set, Glaceon. But I'd probably say Umbreon overall. Watson.
So, here's the thing, in Pokemon Scarlet Violet, we were doing a marathon to beat the game, and Nyx had a very unfortunate battle with evolutions. He used a Ghost-type Pokemon that used physical attacks a lot. And every single evolution in that fight had and highly utilized Baby Doll Eyes.
Rumble.
That was great.
Check it out, Mega Man.
I think the last one was in fact a Sylveon too.
Mm-hmm. It's a key to something. A key? For what? Ah, wait a minute. There's text data in here too. I'll read it. 3rd ACDC, 4th square. There, find the way to Orin.
Okay, so
Open its sensor. Heard a lot of those words before. Need to figure out what it means. Then got old key and text data. I'll have to read it over and figure out where to go. Right.
I think actual network. It'd be nice to actually get the P code then, so that we don't have to leave this entire thing.
3rd ACDC, 4th square.
So probably the 3rd ACDC area, which is probably the Liberation area. So the 4th square would be the 4th square section,
Drake skipped Beast Wars.
and then you have to find a way to Orin through it.
Once made a whole team that could do nothing to damage, but it had a lot of statuses and debuffs. But mainly Tickle.
What's Tickle do?
Lowers attack, I think? I don't actually recall offhand. Oh, message. Oh, from you.
Yeah,
That's easily ignorable.
I think it is. That's a nice background you have on your browser.
Makes the foe laugh to lower attack and defense.
Oh. Huh. Meow got it too.
Actually, I think Beast Wars might be part of the reason I'm so afraid of spiders.
Oh shit.
Why did you come in here?
Because I forgot the P code, because I was thinking about how we need the P code.
Well,
Wait, isn't that Wait, no, we did need to go there. Okay, because we could go to the homepage.
that works too.
Hey, Heady Link.
But I'm using it more for the name. Yeah. Tickle. Oh, thanks
for
for
the
the
hydrate.
hydrate. So, what are we been complaining about? ACDC Town is so nice and quiet lately. A peaceful net is a good net.
The test. Oh, let me think about it.
Dragon and Electric are the best types.
The glamorous Sylveon
I'll agree with
facing
one
up
of those.
against the dangerous and intimidating. Just do it. Dangerous and intimidating Gyarados. Tickle, 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 tickle.
Are you done?
I've had my moment. Yay, Jolteons!
They're okay, I guess.
You're always saying that to get a rise out of me. Okay, what's everyone's unfavorite evolution? That might be a little controversial because we're
Jolteon.
probably stepping on toes.
Jolteon.
Yeah, get to. Is that a bad question idea?
Nah. It'll spark conversation. Jolteon.
You actually hate Jolteon?
I don't hate Jolteon. You asked for least favorite.
Oh. Basically the high you are situation.
Like, a lot of people seem to conflate least favorite with, I hate that, and that's not the case.
Yeah, that's
Leafeon is my least fave. I'm not counting Eevee for it. Yeah, I'm not counting Eevee for it. Even if I was, Jolteon. It's less that I dislike Jolteon, I just like the others more. You still don't have the eye security code, huh?
I said Jolteon before, yes. Yeah, I figured you were. I think that's what got me thinking.
It's not my least fave.
Yeah, it's
Nah.
your most favorite.
Yeah, we weren't taking it that way, Jules.
Yeah.
I promise. Yeah, that's not to get a rise out of you. It is just coincidental.
I am surprised that Jolteon is your least favorite.
I just like the others more.
You said something about how thorny its fur is, didn't you?
I don't think I mentioned it.
That might have been one of the ultras then.
Wait, let's just do this. Be invisible as a ninja.
Are you going to shoot them? Oh.
I think I was actually hearing a trigger when it was trying to activate but couldn't. Lots of areas have been liberated. Is it thanks to that famous team of Navis?
Oh, well, actually, they are getting that about, huh?
Technical robots are tech organic, which is weird. They're marketed as and referred to as robots in the shows.
I
mean, it's the easiest way for kids to get it.
As humans would see at their robots, they're obviously much more being techno-organics.
I don't really dislike any of them. Right. Like, that's kind of why my answer of Jolteon is technically. Because it's not like I dislike Jolteon.
I think I'm between Glaceon and Vaporeon, actually.
Our argument made me realize just how important you are to me. Aw. Promise not to upset you anymore. I promise. No, I swear it. Aw. Jules! Wait, Jules is your least favorite evolution? Wow, Trey.
Oh no!
You like samurai movies? Heard they're popular again.
Oh. Hmm.
Actually, 2 Transformer shows with title robots in disguise.
Okay, I'm not doing a stereotype for me, but it really is Glaceon. Something weird happened to the stream. Check it from the stream thing.
Like, this is still running. You skipped before. That might be on your end, Jules.
Streamception. Alright. We good?
Things have been fine on this end. Yeah. Go ahead and put this up.
If it helps you feel any better, Lion, fear of spiders is a common fear, so...
Are you calling Lion a normie? It's rude.
Everyone has some normalcy in them.
So area 3, square 4. Still seems to be problems inside end area. Staying out of there.
Yeah, I would like to hear about the team.
Yeah. Okay, refreshing fixed. Okay. That's good.
You're just gonna have to do some basic attacks.
Oh no, basic attacks.
You're a basic attack bitch. When you use the panel grabs offensively, it throws me off.
Why?
Literally because you're using it offensively. There's no other way to describe it.
I mean, it's both. I'm dealing damage to the one that was here, and I'm still
Yeah.
getting this.
Big stream and little stream.
Huh.
Are you watching on your TV? Your TV might have picture-in-picture.
I don't know if it's true, but specifically remember being pretty scared during an episode where a giant spider transformers captures Cheetor. That works. Looking for something? Yes. The code? Third ACDC must refer to ACDC Area 3.
Yeah.
This is the fourth square from ACDC Area 2. I think we're standing near your destination. The entrance for Orin area is right over there, too. Hope you find what you're looking for.
Do we want to poke at the center panel?
I thought I did.
Okay.
Look, I found something. It's a virus.
Let's go.
Sylveon, Azumarill, Wigglytuff, Whimsicott, Cinccino, and Veloc. Oh, God. Some of those are well known for their setup and trolling. I was just about to check the text again, too. Rumble. There, find the way to Orin. Open its sensor.
Ithari and Kira are gushing over cutesiness.
Does sound like an adorable team.
Yeah.
I guess this could support Pokemon Evil.
I do hear about Among Us being a tier, but this team is not one with one. Azumarill actually is really good in the game, so like in the mainline games too, isn't it?
Yeah. Ah, it didn't hit me. Imagine starting stream when I'm still getting pups in bed. Oh. Glad you can make it though, Jack.
Yeah. Hey, Jack.
It's only been an hour? Wow. There's a lot of times where it feels like it's been longer.
Well, I think it's guessing over me. Oh, gushing over me?
Moves across the board are Tickle, Attract, Sing, or Grass Whistle, and each Pokemon has a different fork move.
I'm not adorable. I am refined and wonderful and beautiful. Maybe not that last one.
I'm throwing an image in Discord that reminds me of Craveila at the moment.
I'm gonna hate the. Fuck you! Fuck you! Wow! Shots fired! What the hell? I'm not silly.
You're very silly.
I'm not silly.
Flying puppy.
Rayless is a flying puppy.
This furnace comp, we don't need that. Rayless isn't flying puppy. Arceus is flying puppy. Rayless doesn't fly.
I'm sure Rayless can fly. I've never seen Rayless fly.
No, Rayless just jump good.
Rayless just jump good. No fly, just jump good. I forget what that's about.
Samurai Jack.
Okay.
I mean, foolish full of Fool Town.
I'm not foolish.
Swing and a miss. So I can double bully.
Oh, nice.
Full team is on my other PC, but I remember one reduced evade, one was confusion, debuffed special attacks, snore, team faster, and the other one I don't remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Whimsicott would have been the tailwind one. Which is the team speed. Then find the way to Orin, open its center. What?
I think...
Do we go to Orin?
I think Yeah, sorry. I think you go to a word, find the special object, and it's like center.
Open its sensor. Up there, maybe?
Can we just talk about how Hikaru, how they're just
Made up
wants
these
to take a
measurements.
round trip around the world?
But other than confusion, you can't take damage. Yeah. Oh, hey, we could buy more Recuv 80s. Why did I think they were sold out?
We just couldn't afford it. So.
The island, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, so we're actually going to the island? I thought.
It's because it's a favorite chip. You can't combine.
Oh, right.
Can't unite on those. Get back. I think I should get back to work on a massive theme I'm making. Oh? What did you have in mind? This leaves his wife and son to do science and gets kidnapped. Would it be the island, though? Because the rest of these are talking about being jacked in. There, find the way to Orin. Open its sensor. I live on an island. Much easier than going to one.
Yeah, fair it is.
Creating a restore point here, jacking out, and...
Just because it's been a while.
Ah, fair enough.
Oh, we could do that.
Well, I'm basing this team off of Brawl Stars. There's a lot I can use.
Brawl Star. Or
It's
I could use Smash or something else.
It's a Smash-like.
Ah.
Are you gonna take over at some point, or...?
I've just been lost and thought a lot
I
this
know.
stream. No, wrong game.
That's Brawlhalla. I thought Brawl Stars was a Smash-like. Oh, I was very wrong. I wasn't thinking Brawlhalla. I know about Brawlhalla, but... Huh. There's a different game I was thinking of that I mixed the name up for.
Valentine's!
My stream keeps pausing, but I'm watching on mobile, so Benjamin has TV. It's at my end, I assume. Yeah, we're not getting any drop frames or anything, Jack.
We have to get on a couple of them. So... Here's what I'm thinking. We could just jack in through here, that way we have a shortcut when we do have to go to Orin. I am the knight!
What is that background music?
It's one of the random suggested ones from the... We'll go over it later.
Hey, Nightman's over here. We might be able to talk to him and see if he has any information. You know, it'd be great if I could just... Here. It'd be great if I could just go like, oh yeah, I remember, you go this way and that. Do you look up ahead?
Yeah, we were entirely off base.
Ah, then... If we're off base, then cats could go and steal it. I thought it was funny. I think I'm very funny. Mention as you got cut out last
See
time.
where I'm standing?
Mmm.
We have to be looking this specific direction.
And then click.
See, when I checked this tile before, I was looking top left instead of top right.
Get to 4 square coming from the entrance towards or.
There, find the way to ore.
Yeah. Fair. That's. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh. So you. I would say that someone
this one
would
got
count like
cut
the
out last
square
Saturday,
before
never
the
realized
other
it's-
one as another square, so this would be 5th square, but then open its center, kind of narrows it down.
Yeah, I do appreciate it, Jack. Just making sure. I don't know if this is right or not, but let's try the key. Okay.
Yeah, bringing that up is always really important.
Mm-hmm.
Craveila is very silly. Always silly.
Surprise, there's a door.
I mean, give the case is fine being called silly.
The door appeared because of the old key. Maybe. Let's try opening it
That's
then.
a very classic looking door.
Mega Man inserted old key into the lock. Clang.
The man's going to follow us in.
It's unlocked it. We're going in? We go in without thinking. Anything could happen. But we've come... Wait. Did Lynn just have forethought?
It's an illusion. You're seeing things.
Character progression, yay!
You're imagining things.
But we've come this far. We've got to. If we name off any sort of class, playstyle, or ability, there's probably something that fits it. Arithmetic. You're right. But we should make sure we're as prepared as possible before we go in. Yeah, they say providing is preventing. We'll go in as soon as we finish getting ready. Okay.
It's here before I knock it off.
Okay, not that one.
God damn it, Nix.
It's okay,
Dragons.
I'm used to breaking things.
That's not playstyle, class, or ability. DPS tank.
But what's this? This space? Ah, the exit. Clang.
I'm going to get a biff.
That's not something I'm used to seeing. What? Where am I?
That's interesting.
Mega Man, behind you. What? It's my house. You can't have come into the real world, can
No,
you?
it's an emulation.
Maybe?
It's an emulation!
It's AC/DC Town, but there's something funny about it. Yeah, it looks like the cyber world. Like a digitized version of AC/DC Town.
I'm going to break out too.
Of a digitized version of this very specific iteration of AC/DC Town. Not even an older version, which it likely would have been when it was created.
That's an oversight.
But an up-to-date version of AC/DC Town.
Look, Atari's good about keeping things maintained.
This must be what Dad wanted to show us all. I guess so. Ah. Someone's coming. Excuse me. Did you tell me Dr. Akari's just become the father of twin boys? I heard they're called a hub and lamb. Everyone says how cute they are. It's wonderful. So this is the past. Huh.
Kind of.
Huh? Did she just say hub and lamb? Then this is AC/DC Town in the year we were born? It's like where you met Dr. Light. It looks that way, but I can't see anything here that Regal would want.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say we need to have a real good look around. I agreed. We'd better scout around a bit. It's down to you, Mega Man. Okay.
I'm actually going to be a little upset if there's viruses here.
Trying to jack into the to the doghouse. Ah, it's probably why they called him Gao. Hey, a dog. This must be Gao. Guess he's been living in the doghouse out back. Gee, what an ugly looking...
Wow.
Dang! Did he understand? I heard some CEO is building a house here. I bet it'll be a big one. But yeah, his house used to be more like this. What was that about viruses?
I am pissed off. Really? Viruses in here? Come on! Come on! The area's been sealed off!
Smell of yummy home cooking drifts out from within. Enough to make the stomach growl. This is where you realize human being was all a dream and the real Mega Man is in a coma. The voice of a man speaking in Netopian can be heard. I'm going with Mr. Sakurai to Netopia on business. And his wife is expecting a baby next month. Talk about busy. Wonder when he's making the next smash. It's awful. You also want to run? There should be viruses here. They're everywhere in the net. Heard Mr. and Mrs. Akari had twins. The kids' names were Hub and Lan, I think. These 3 statues were placed to bring peace, safety, and good luck. This one is for safety. Kindly looking statue brings peace to the town. Statue is placed to bring good luck. Some say it has brought prosperity to the town. Are those statues still there? Yeah. No wonder everything's been going wrong. Never be retired, hopefully. He has said that before. Like, hopefully he actually stays retired this time. I heard this place will become a beautiful park. They're asking people to create a mascot. Sounds like they'll build a statue from the best design. Squirrel. Like, hopefully for his sake he stays retired this time. Hope my squirrel design will win. Isn't that why he's having a baby? Yes, his wife. I've had a brief look around, but all I figured out is that our family kept a dog. At least we've seen AC/DC Town as it was when we were born. No! This isn't how it was when you were born. It's a very different layout.
Right on!
Revisionist history is not okay.
God damn it!
It's pretty cool. True. So should we head back into the net? Yeah, let's go back to the house. Okay. Nintendo dragged him back, so hopefully they don't do it again. Didn't he come back of his own accord because he didn't think anyone else would do as good of a job?
I think I heard something about that.
Huh? Someone just came in from the net. What?
Over, man.
Ooh.
I ain't close enough.
How could a place like this have been hidden in the net? Search everywhere. Leave no stone unturned. Whatever it takes. If you have to break things, do it. The thing Dr. Regal is looking for could be hidden anywhere. Right away. I'll stand by here for when the boss comes. Report immediately if you find anything. Dismissed.
I'm not going to thank her for such a silly statue.
What are we going to do, Lan? Those Nebula guys will tear this place apart. Even if it's before my time, this is still my hometown. I'm not going to let Nebula rip it apart. We've got to protect it, Mega Man. We will. It's you. Dr. Regal will reward me for destroying you. Prepare to die.
Unfortunately, we're rather cross with you.
Subspace Emissary isn't that great. I think World of Light is better. World of Light is better, but Subspace did set the ground for it. I'm kind of sad Smash 4 didn't have some big adventure-esque thing like that.
Not what I was expecting you to go for.
Oh, wait, that's only 2 ahead. Thank you. What?
Just getting them out of the way.
You're getting the plus damages out of the way?
They're kind of weak. Well, you'll be able to one-shot them by the time you get the access to the chip.
We can send to his house. And he came back because he felt he was the only one who could do the job. Okay, I prepared to die. Who are you? Mega Man? No. Nebula's sworn enemy. Take this.
Prepared to die, so what? You want me to get a 3?
Next class question.
Oh, sure.
Battle
Go ahead.
Mage.
Huh?
Battle Mage.
Oh, yeah. Battle Mage.
Well, at least I have Invis now.
Hey, you know what's great?
Not these things.
That the submarines can't submerge. Any specific spell? Fireball? Well, lightning.
Yeah?
No, I think we're good with only one of these. Also, don't we have... Wait, were we able to afford the heal? Yeah, I'm just looking into potential...
We didn't buy another one at the moment, no, because we couldn't afford it.
Alright. What does the dog say?
Gow wow, gow wow, gow wow, gow wow. Gow wow, gow wow.
Very riveting commentary.
Rexy Smash, he said no, and I said we're gonna do it with or without you because he cares about what it's his game. He didn't want to ruin the fun. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Eh. Do you want to run?
Yes.
You want to get these first or no?
I'm fully healed.
Right.
That apple heals for 300.
Point.
Mega Man! Deleting you means a promotion for me. You're mine now.
You know, they have no reason to know that Mega Man can't just be restored from backup.
Say what?
They have no reason to know that Mega Man can't be restored from backup. First of all.
Is there a bartender who throws fireballs or a pyromaniac?
Okay.
The bartender, clearly.
That works.
That worked very well. Should take advantage of every opportunity to smash. Never know if it's your last opportunity. You stay away from our statues. Hey, please let me live. Just kidding. Yeah.
So, kill you?
Please kill it. Got it.
Yeah, your orders are orders.
As you wish.
That's a really good placement.
No damage.
Really good run.
Mega Man, thanks for coming to me first. Yeah. Yeah. So normal attack's Molotov, and it hits twice, and the super is 5 of them, and an X that hits 4 times.
Think you could hit with recourse sword?
What, shaky?
Yeah.
If I'm lucky.
I believe in you.
I don't.
I believe in the you that believes in me, that believes in...
Oh, that's adorable. I love it.
Yeah.
I didn't even consider that.
Yeah, they are constructs. Give us lore. Please and thank you.
They're playing Gundam Evolution, especially since they added Gundam. They're robot things, aren't they? Never seen it, but my understanding is they're robots powered by lesbianism. Only in the latest generation.
Not those.
Only in the latest generation. Mega Man, how nice of you to drop by.
God damn.
How you're mine. What?
I'll get you back later. That 3 siding up you.
I mean, they are. You can't tell me they're not. You can try, but you can't actually tell me.
They aren't. See, I said so.
When we're apparently the original support base of Gundam. Huh. Believe in a thing called love.
I believe in love.
I don't. So that's taking care of all the Nebula nappies in this area. Yeah, time to head back to ACDC Area 3 for a while. Until something else goes wrong. I can't believe that my house leads to this place, though. It's just so weird.
There's probably something really important here.
It was a shock to me at first, too. Someone's coming from behind the door. Nebula? It might be the boss of that Navi group we just defeated. They're coming.
Never man.
Claim. Number Man. Well, what a surprise it is to find this area here. Looks like it was worth following you then. You followed me? Dr. Regal, asked me to keep an eye on you two. So it brought me to this hidden area here. Dr. Regal? That's right, Bixby and I are part of Nebula. No way. So you've been lying to us. Better to deceive than be deceived. Why do I feel like it's not actually Higsby?
Because he didn't understand what was going on with the date thing. So he didn't have his usual quirk. No. He forgot about the help he was asked to do earlier.
Yeah. Give her reaction to Jerk asking her. But why? Why Nebula? Power. It's quite simple. Dark chips give me more of it.
Also, he's after rare chips, not dark chips.
It's after rare chips, not power.
Yeah.
They're amazing. I'm more powerful than ever now. Wake up, Number Man. There's no need to pick a quarrel. I have no intention of fighting you right now.
Also,
I'm still in the middle of a
wasn't
mission,
Number Man kind of
see?
nerdy?
Yes. Anyway, I'm sure I'll get to fight you before too long. Hey, wait. I can't believe Numberman and Higsby are in Nebula. Unbelievable. No wonder what mission it is he was talking about. We'd better report back to Beryl. Yeah, you're right.
Lock the door behind you?
Lock the door behind. So he's part of a trio of shopkeepers. One's a snake oil salesman, the other is a home-cooked goods maker, like cupcakes and pies, as far as we know. Most robots were made by a family of scrapers, who normally make all of the robots, other than like 3 or 4 of them.
Please.
This person's gone.
Huh.
Huh.
Suspicious. God damn it, I have to see him.
Yep.
I like how we barely investigate. It's like, oh, this is a nice historical reference. There's something probably really important about that place.
Now, more of his kid or move on?
How about move on? What about a lightning user?
But nobody likes lightning. Worst element, really.
Lightning? Lion? Me? Probably some other people here.
Worst element.
You are picking a fight you do not want to pick.
I don't have a pick. Actually, we might have one outside.
You-
It has to be at lunch instead of New Gundam, which feels like a slap on the face. Did you see someone dressed just like me? He was really tired. I hope he hasn't collapsed somewhere. Backing up the system here. Backup is a copy of data you make in case of trouble. Hope you're taking lots of backups of your computer data.
I don't want to talk about it.
Desk of Scilab's head. The one seated here has great influence over Scilab. Electricity is a cat element. True.
Excuse me.
True.
Okay, is
I'm pan-elemental, so I like lightning.
you know what? Talking to Beryl.
What? Higsby? Nebula? I see. Why don't you go home and rest today? That's it? That's it?
Taking care of XP is not your business.
There's no lightning I know of, not in the base kit at least, but some skins would use it instead of their normal attack. See? Not even they like lightning.
Lightning is just too powerful for the game balance.
Lightning is too weak to matter.
No, go on. Go on.
I've said my piece. Lightning is too weak to matter.
A fool! How dare you!
Truth hurts sometimes, doesn't it?
Then why aren't you screaming in pain? Water? No. No.
I mean, DPS. Or, DPS. Class, whatever. Your call.
Class, a night themed class?
Suppy is the final machine char piloted. I was watching this TV drama called The Rondo of Summer. The star looked exactly like your father. Gasp.
Okay.
You don't sleep at the chair? Why'd you go to the chair to sleep? Good night, Lan. Every time Kravis says fool, I think of Phantom of the Opera.
Well, I know what I'm asking for a Halloween commission.
Well, it's great that everything went according to plan. It's thanks to you and Higsby being there that it did. No, not at all. I'm just glad to be of service.
Told you.
Yeah, it's...
Thanks,
Is that
Mega
you,
Man.
Mega Man? What are you doing here? Ha!
Oh!
Oh. Fake Mega Man gonna... Ooh. But what on earth are you doing? Mega Man, you'll pay for this. Oh. You know what? Props to them, though. Doing a proper stir-up.
Yeah.
The knight would be the angry trash can. Went over him already. Knights are trash.
Knights are not trash.
Knights are trash.
Don't
Wake
know.
up, Lan. You've got mail. What about a more roguish character? Len, you've just got some mail news. I'll read it. Currently, the net is experiencing widespread errors. Communication system in End Area 3 may be the cause. Your Navi may be subjected to an evil influence when jacked in, so please avoid this even in liberated areas. Wow, I'll bet this is Nebula's doing. Yeah, I know. End Area 3 then. Let's go, Mega Man. Sure, jack me in.
5 steps and... Oh,
Elaborate, please. That doesn't describe much. Roguish, agility based, or thief, or something along those lines?
no, it's just the one.
Huh, it is just the one.
You wouldn't be able to get out without the B code.
It's okay, we have the P code now.
Did we?
No.
Okay, so sneak attack mechanic, or maybe invisibility.
Make it out over all the interference. I don't know what game, assuming it came up in first hour of stream.
Take Me Out is talking about
Brawl Stars characters.
yeah.
So we're gonna run all the way to End Area?
Hmm. Did you see the flash triple? Vampire with a shovel and a stuntman robot.
Vampire with a shovel? Excuse me? Yes. That's fine, I don't know what Brawl Stars is anyway. We're learning about it. From Thick Meow.
Okay, that has to be seen.
Stop. Stop.
So, did you notice the spacing error on I Can't?
Just ignoring it. Just ignoring it. There's 64 characters, by the way. Good amount. Good amount.
You just wanted to hear Cowbell. Oh wow, that just speeds it up. Please stop! This is why we can't have things.
That you were coming
Not
up with
even
D&D
just
characters
nice
at
things.
first.
This is just why we can't have...
No, Jack, we don't do D&D anymore. Pathfinder. Friendship ended with D&D. Now best friends with Pathfinder.
Well... I mean, let's face it, if we actually ever do live D&D on sessions, it probably would actually be Pathfinder.
Time to find the path. I'm gonna say again, I like the character generation in Pathfinder more than D&D.
Don't feel like it. There's one character that has 0 attack lag. Oh, damn.
Huh. Super's a bunch of bats that heal him on hit. Can hit as many people as you want it to.
Was attack lag the beginning of his attack or the end of it?
It depends on the game, usually.
Hmm.
For, like, wind up versus, in delay. Just do what my D&D podcast has done, retcon the rules until it barely looks like anything Wizards of the Coast would ever make. So Pathfinder.
Shots fired. Wait, well, can you talk to my man?
Yes, lets you fight him.
I was just curious because a lot of normal function NPCs are
My
affected.
base Barbados gets put into games, but like its final form is so much cooler. Granted, it's technically spoilers.
That's probably exactly why. Especially since, our blooded orphans.
Battle image data from Nightman.
Okay. It is already out.
It's here. I don't know if Humble still has a bundle for it, but they did have a bundle for a bunch of the rulebooks for Pathfinder 2e. Yeah, there's 4 days left, so you want to try out Pathfinder. $25 for 28 items.
Do you need to reload the shovel because you need to get a stretch in after you do such quick motions.
I'll go ahead and throw this here. I don't mind throwing links to places, as long as it's not like super spammy. It Bula it. Guess what we have? Yeah?
Yeah.
Lore or extra parts of his kit. Lore! Definitely want to hear the lore for Shovel Vampire.
Yeah.
The shove 'em. You okay? You okay?
Cuts on surprise. It's technically a century of significance.
She has died. It's fine. I'll find a new co-host shortly.
Listen! Now you know the smell of about 36 at the best corpses. It's a very overpowering smell.
I believe you're making me run all the way to end area from Lance PC.
It's actually worse than wet fur.
She's died again? Yep, again. This one's slightly more permanent, but still not, entirely permanent.
Shot through the heart and you're too late.
Nix, you should watch Gundam. I've watched some Gundam. But, yeah.
Watch some dumb.
Yes, I watched some Dumb. That's how I know about you. So he lives with his brother, Frankenstein, and his niece, who's a zombie. He's more of a fun uncle, and his relations other than those are foggy. Huh.
We'll find you, because the last thing I do, you goddamn splinter. This is probably the splinter.
Did you get it out of your foot?
I'm finding its origin.
But did you get it out of your foot?
I didn't really think about that.
This is why you're some dumb.
Dumb? I am brilliant. I think things through everything. It's important to consider safety.
Yeah. Let's hear the rest of his kit. I know you aren't a fan of just watching things. Yeah. Does Pathfinder just another thing like D&D but has its own monster manual and stuff? It is another tabletop RPG, yes. There are a lot of similarities considering Pathfinder originally started as a branch off of D&D 3.5. But it is its own thing at this point.
Think of it as comparing Final Fantasy to Dragon Warrior. Or Dragon Warrior to Mega Man Battle Network. Yeah, just take any two RPGs there.
Oh.
And I'm not sore with you, it's just
Oh.
things.
Interesting that the counter doesn't attack the source, it attacks the closest enemy.
I don't think it actually got in.
Okay.
I just could not find anything.
My understanding is in the long gap between 3.5 and 5P, people got tired of waiting and made their own thing.
Not exactly.
It's more that Paizo wanted to do their own system up, as far as I'm aware. Like, they had changes they wanted to implement, and so they made an entire system for it. Way more complex than D&D 5e, and Pathfinder 2e seeks to rectify some of those issues.
From what I understand about the whole situation,
Still can't believe you made me run all this way. Brawler has 2 gadgets, which are tools you can use 3 times per match. 2 star powers, which are passives, ranging from basically useless to needed to play the character. Huh.
interesting to hear. But yeah, from what I understand, it might be what got it's either what got its popularity or it's what I heard as its origin. It's one of those two, but
Oh.
from what I get, the thing is that when 4th edition D&D came out, there were issues. A lot. A lot of people didn't take well to it. And
I'm pretty sure Pathfinder came out before 4e.
okay, so it might be just what popularized it. Because Pathfinder became huge when 4E came up.
No one acknowledges 4e.
Damn.
Oh, Program Advance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the license terms start getting screwed with as soon as 4E as well. Just not as severely as 5E.
Normal attack is a dash, but his first gadget is slightly weaker attack that doesn't need to dash. Be used even when out of ammo. Huh. The first rule of D&D is we don't talk about 4E. The second rule of D&D is we do not talk about 4E.
So then why does it skip from 3rd edition to 5th edition?
Why
What
does
happened to
Why does Windows version skip from like 98 to 2000 to 7 to
That question's still valid.
not? Well, this is gonna be difficult to use. By difficult, I mean I'm gonna stand here. What?
Just seeing it in action.
The off-center life sword, or
No, well, partly. Just the whole thing of what happened.
Airhawk! Shame it's an R chip. Second gadget makes him reload fast, of course. I can use that starter combo to give 1 extra attack. Oh, fancy.
I will sip my coffee. Oh, thanks for that, Drake.
So not only are you making me run from Lance computer, you're making me fight battles too. Makes it take even longer.
Very good, Shiny Fuller episode.
And then you're not even gonna send the chips until you're done drinking.
No, that's okay whenever.
I'm not in control, you're in control.
Jeez, can't a good wolf just enjoy your coffee?
No.
So you're not a fan of wolves.
Ah, wide sword, the most useful chip.
You could have just done in front of it and slashed. I didn't have another kind of weapon to send you.
The sword's not gonna reach. See?
Coffee tastes wonderful. You take that back.
Coffee tastes terrible.
Uh,
You don't even like the taste of coffee. Look how much sugar you put in it.
We drink coffee black sometimes.
No, you don't.
The time before last, we drank our coffee black.
Didn't you hate it?
I remember us being fine with it.
I do not recall a time you actually drinking black coffee.
Like, we're not nearly as fond of it without sugar. But we still can enjoy coffee.
I'm pressing X.
Please stop pressing that.
I'm pressing X to doubt.
I need to select your things!
I'm pressing X to doubt.
Wait, you select your own folder. You have to... Karma. Karma. Karma.
Oh no, what will I ever do?
You know, I'm good for trying milk instead of sugar.
Coffee is far too bitter for me. Coffee tastes terrible.
Oh yeah, it absolutely needs something in it. I mean, there's a good variety of coffee,
I went
just
the
in the way
wrong
you
way.
prepare it, or just, like, just generally. I think it's great to experiment around if you have opportunities, but if you don't,
That data's screwed.
It is called a lost cause.
Why would I call it Crava?
Excuse me.
You're excused. I'm in danger.
You are. You're lucky that I'm a pacifist.
Hey, that data's a lost cause.
The first star power you... Sorry. Ultimate is his passive. He has full ammo, then charges up his attack. The range is then double. Oh, wow.
But the star power cuts the weight from 3.5 to down to 1.5 seconds. Jeez.
So,
Extra-
just use it right off the bat when you reload. You will have got those chips if you watch. Lion speaks the truth. Mecha,
I'm so lost.
do we want to use map?
Do I want to jack out and actually jack in closer to end area, maybe?
We're fine. Do it this way. Actually, do you even go to end area from Scilab 4? I thought you had to go from Scilab 3. Alright.
I mean, when I'm right here about to come across something. Hey look, or in area 2.
I could have just brought you to an area directly.
When I'm finally close to it, it's like, yeah,
You're
okay.
so far still, come on.
Do it the convenient way. They
It
don't.
would be convenient to just jack out and then go to there and then
They
jack
don't
in.
understand convenience.
I understand convenience perfectly fine.
Really don't.
Cyberthos is all about doing things
The most complicated way possible.
We are not necessarily complicated.
The most complicated way possible. I think I have to go all the way around. this way.
Slander. That's a slander.
Second star power, if he gets a kill, heals for 1,000. For reference, lowest base HP is about 35, highest 12. Yeah, it's like 6. That's a
Oh.
solid heal,
Yeah, wow.
says the stubborn lady.
Stubbornness is not complication. There's nothing about being stubborn that makes things complicated. Well, complications can arise, but the stubbornness itself is not complicated. It does not make for a complicated person if she is stubborn.
Yeah, but you're both stubborn and like to make things complicated.
This doesn't necessarily completely like to
Like
make
me so.
I don't do it that bad, love.
You do.
I'm not bad about it.
You do.
I am not.
You are.
I am straight as an arrow.
What, in the middle of flight, curving around a corner?
I kind of popped into that one.
Next, why doing slander? Because I got tired of slandim.
I'm not that complicated.
Why you gotta make things so complicated?
Uh,
Granted, he's more...
this is why you're not straight. Yeah, that was a poor choice of words on my part.
He's an ambush fighter. If he attacks and doesn't kill, he's usually dead if he didn't dodge a good chunk of the enemy's attacks. Hey look, we made it to End Area, finally!
It was a good trip.
No thanks to a certain someone.
I could have helped. I offered just earlier to get you straight there.
I'd have expected you to get lost on the way.
I'm not Ithray. Actually, does Ithray get lost? Do we ever confirm that?
There's been nothing coming up to even test it.
That's kind of disappointing. Next here, Coach. There was that robot that was also mentioned. Like, right after the vampire with a shovel.
Let's see if we can scroll up to it. Next task. Da-da-da. Stuntman robot?
Yeah, Stuntman robot. I am interested in hearing you Stuntman robot. Yes. Thank you.
Almost all of you get lost pretty
We
easy.
don't get lost easily.
Kind of.
That's such an Ithray trait. Well, an Itha trait.
Cyberthos trait.
It's not a Cyberthos trait.
Totally a Cyberthos trait.
It is not a Cyberthos
100%
trait.
a Cyberthos trait.
Absolutely not. You forgot data, by the way.
I saw it. I just got an encounter as it popped up.
Itha did get lost extremely easy. Yeah.
It's just a bug frag. Nobody cares about bug frags. Games
Have we
say
found a
otherwise.
bug frag shop in this game?
I think at some point we did. I don't remember where though.
Shovel Knight but a vampire. Shovel Knight but a vampire is the one that got brought up recently. That's the one with the healing second star power and the star power that's just really great. I mean, attack at 2 fireworks, he's charges super in 1 hit, and super is a dash. Let's hear about the lore.
Surprise, surprise. Cyberthos is a fan of a lore dump.
I'm not going to argue something like that.
Thanks for sharing all this, by the way. It has
Yeah.
been fun reading.
Yeah, it's been a really fun read. It does make the game very fun to check out. Data? There's data, we're passing.
There's been a lot of data we're passing because you decided we should go the long way.
It's the scenic route.
The long way.
The scenic route. Why are we...
Why are we what?
Why are you passing by that?
Passing by what?
Like, that was the comm system.
Yeah. We're
We
not
want
going
get-
to the comm system. Are we? Oh, I guess we are. My bad. My mistake. I
Hey,
thought we were going
Daisy.
past it. Hey, Daisy.
Alright, let's do some tests through some games. Not today, but
Charges is super. Oh, yeah.
we'll do tests with games and see if I get lost easily.
I don't know if it'll work, but I'll see what I can do to fix it. Good luck. No, it's no good. I can't get it to take any input. Hey, what are you doing? I'm trying to fix the comm system. There's no point in fumbling around there. You have to fix the main server at the Gargoyle Guard Castle first. This thing's just an antenna. Alright, I better get to Guard Castle. Should stay away from there right now, though. It's been attacked by Nebula Navies. It's not safe.
Thanks for the hydrate.
Nebula Navies? Not Numberman? Well, go if you must, but be careful. Adopted father to a singer and her little sister. Best friends with a cannon. Huh. But his job is to entertain people with stunts, and while he's had a few fails, he always gets back up. But the crash have taken a bit of toll on him. You can hear it in his voice. Now comes the pain. Oh boy. Not
I
as
was just gonna read it.
not as painful as having to run all the way to end area from Land's computer. Huh. What happened to that samurai, the armor, and katana?
Oh, you have to get the arm data,
It has to do with the door in there. That must be it.
the sword data.
Yep. Now for the rest of his kit? Yeah.
Yep. Good for hearing the rest of the kit.
My duty is to protect this katana data. Can I have your katana data? You want the katana data? Think he'll let us have the katana data? I think he might be holding on to the katana data.
Alright, show me what you got. Bring it on.
on.
Oh, we're going to destroy you.
Here comes the pain. Doo 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 doo. Here comes the pain.
Yeah, that's basically how it's going to go. Not to destroy everything they pulled, dear.
But you're not villainous.
What? Where'd that come from?
But you're not villainous, right?
I'm not. Where'd that come from?
Your timing is always so impeccable.
Why, thank you.
That's not a compliment.
But what is impeccable timing if not grand?
I do enjoy small parodies like that. Like last night at work, when we were at work a lot later than normal. To a familiar tune probably. Why are we still here? Why are we still here? I suppose as it's you, I can part with piss.
And say,
Make me
what are you
sound
saying
good.
isn't right, love?
And I say, it's not right. Travis a cutesy villain.
I am not a cutesy villain.
You are a cutesy villain.
I am not
Keep
a
up the good
cutesy-
work.
I'm not even remotely villainous.
You are so cute and so villainous.
That's the line from a song. I'm not a villain. I'm not cute. I'm majestic.
You're an adorable villainess. I'm a Navi charged with the protection of armor
And you will
data.
relinquish your armor data to us.
I'd sure like your armor data. You want my armor data? Sure. Thing is, armor data is meant to be used by samurais. If you're a samurai, then the armor data is yours. Let's see you beat this challenge.
Only use swords.
Go.
Only swords.
First gadget is aura that speeds him and his team. Second gadget allows him to break walls with super.
Okay. Don't use your buster, use your only sword. And other battle chips. Oh god damn it. Okay, so this is how they work.
I mean, I have a barrier up already. Got rid of one of them.
I never remember that. Wait, era Samurai did that. It'd be nice if Empty Square just emptied out their health.
That would be way too exploitable.
It would.
Maybe hold on to the sword so I can get program advance. Oh wait, can you only do
You
one?
only do once.
Oh right.
Do you? Yeah.
The timing.
That was fun. Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was okay. I'm still enjoying the game. The game
Well,
just has some frustrating features about it.
No, I meant with sword play.
It took a lot longer than it needed to. Your skills impress me. I want you to have this.
Yeah, I think we just got a bad folder run.
You're right, we do have a bad folder. Mega Man got armor data. Don't neglect your journey.
It's always important not to neglect one's training.
Right, I didn't actually finish reading this because I got into a battle. Second gadget allows him to break walls with his super, and there we go. And there's fragments thrown out doing 200 per part, and is a good ambush starter.
Oh, it does sound pretty good. Hey, that little rogue tone that you're looking for.
I read that as Nobunga, as in one of Berlusconi's parties?
I do like the speed aura idea.
My duty is to protect this helm data. Can I have your helm data? You want my helm data? Oh. He said first.
You will surrender your horn
And have it
data.
on one condition. Got
I'll
to delete this
take
virus
that.
first. Take this. The war has begun.
Okay, and just to mirror the challenge, no chips. This one is actually probably going to be a lot easier.
Oh yeah, it is. That's no question.
I like the design of those enemies. See, I get to like sword using things.
Even
Good,
Berlusconi.
now you shall surrender your data.
You've got some talent. I want you to have this.
Fear
I
me?
got helm data.
Be impressed?
Like half personality in most media is just being a gun nut.
That is precisely.
Now we can put all of the data onto the. Oh wait, this is you.
Yep. Probably gonna have to check and do it.
Prepare for battle. Lan installed armor data, katana data, and helm data. Now what?
Samurai man, you find him.
Time to fight. Open the door. Or you don't fight him. That's it. The door's open. I'm going in. Star powers are heals 400 per dash, or doubles his dash range. If you're good enough, or spamming a super, you can pull off 2 dashes with 1 attack, and I'm calling it a double dash. Mario Kart, yay!
You just gotta beat.
Oh, thanks for the follow, Lucky System. I appreciate it.
Welcome to the stream.
You accept this challenge?
Oh,
Wait. Defeat the 100 fighters and the way shall open. Hero you shall be made. You accept the challenge? We'll find a cross beyond. Stand in its center and use the B button to swing the wood sword. Cut down the attacking fighters. The trial continues until you defeat 100 fighters. Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, this is land, so have fun. The battle of the 100 foes begin! On God!
I appreciate his poise. This is too easy.
You say that now.
I know, I'm trying to tempt fate. Oh, this might take 2. Or...
No, I think they're just faster. Down. Oh. Oh.
I appreciate that, thank you. Let's go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no, not another challenge. This is exciting than it looked.
It might be a
little
little easier to use D-pad.
So as I suspected, Brawl Stars is a MOBA. Yeah, pretty sure Thick Meow mentioned that earlier. If we fail this one, I get to go. And then you'll never get another chance.
It is actually much easier if you're on D-pad.
Yeah, I bet. Next character? How about someone from chat bring it up? Since we've been picking a lot.
We have been picking a lot. So...
Might need to restate the prompt.
Yeah. What's the next color going to be? Purple? Oh, maybe it's going to be black belts? Oh,
Should have
the
actually
worst
said
color.
it. I was thinking it, but it's like, no, that's dumb. And it was actually blue.
Fucking blue, worst color.
Now it'll be purple.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, nope.
This game lives to spite me.
You appreciate the fact this is a minigame. Healer, victor of 100 foes.
Healer?
Healer is the next class that Lion was
Yep.
suggesting. Yeah,
Oh no, I'll openly admit I'm biased against blue.
say everything is easier
It's
with
a
the
terrible
D. The
color.
majority of Cyberthos would disagree. Majority, not some, like Yanzi. You now the... Oh, you know the ironic thing. Blue and orange are complementary colors.
That's why Kara and I get along so well.
Kira's not blue.
Our color is blue.
Kira's color is blue?
It's a light blue.
I was thinking it wasn't. Huh.
Because her actual body colors have a strong red-blue mix.
Snake oil salesman, thick mama, or a musician? Huh. The no mo ad or mo pass. I can't unsee it now. Hate you for bringing it up.
What?
The spacing issue with I can't. Thought it was cyan.
No, cyan is... It's Saren,
No, cyan, not Saren.
Saren is cyan.
No, Saren. There's no Y in Saren.
I am trying not to beat you peacefully with this.
It's okay, you usually struggle to beat me whenever we play against each other.
Okay, we're saving this game right now and switching to Smash. We are switching to Smash.
You can do that after we do our dailies. Excuse me, purple is the best color?
I'm thinking here. Laro is dark blue.
Ah, this is way out of my league.
I think Ferris was. Everything is.
Hey, what do you think you're doing here? Gargoyle comp server is going crazy. The whole castle is going to explode at this rate. Take my advice and get out of here. Stream crash for anyone else? Looks fine on our end. OBS still running.
Oh, duh, hottest.
Looks good. It worked now. Okay. If it worked now, then that's good.
Let me.
Eggman, stop the gargoyle comp before it's too late. Got it. Jack in. Mega Man, execute. So she shoots out a spread of 9 nuts and bolts. Her superpower is a healing turret. Heals for 504 per pulse and goes once per second. Huh. There's not much time, Mega Man. Find the server fast. Did miss if you had comment about my Chug Jug comment. Chug Jug. I missed the
So,
Chug Jug.
hottest, Silence, and Saren are the cyan altars.
Like I thought of Chug Jug rather than the song it's based on when the song it's based on was played over the radio. I'm unfamiliar with Chug Jug. I blame your lies of purple being best, Nyx. Purple is second best. True, silver is best. Yeah, silver and purple are tied. It's not much time, Mega Man. Find the server fast. I'm on it. Wait, Navi. Settle down and relax. Come listen to my explanation. Why does it sound like a remix version of, what's the quote? It's from, Diablo. The one guy, it's like...
Come, stay around and listen.
Something like that, yeah. Doesn't it seem similar to that? Like, similar feel. Settle
Yeah.
down and relax. Come listen to my explanation. Hey, listen. Welcome. First, listen to what I have to say. There are traps up ahead. In other words, security. I appreciate the idea of security being traps.
I was thinking of myself.
You won't find it easy to get by them. There are 3 traps. A spear trap,
Yeah, thank
a
you.
ceiling trap, and a water trap. Each trap is released by a program that is trained in ninjutsu, or a ninja.
Okay, so I get what the water trap is going to be, Yancy. But what's the ceiling trap?
Question. Take a ninja with a red mask for the spear
Oh, it
trap.
would be a chaos because Matt's hanging out the ceiling.
One with a white mask for the ceiling trap, and one with a blue mask for the water trap. The ninjas will go with you on their own if you go in front of them. However, if you go by another ninja while taking one with you, they will trade places by themselves, so be careful. If you need help figuring it out, come back here. Give a spirited shout to send the ninjas back to their original positions. That's my entire explanation.
I did
You
not get
understand?
any of that.
It's okay, I did, and I'm the one playing. There's a spear trap up ahead. Bring the ninja with the red mask. Fight on! Blue and purple, maybe green. It's correct science.
Spiked ceiling, so are we thinking Keyleth? Yeah. Do you just want to finish the fight at this point?
Yeah, I mean, might as well. I don't need no stinking chips.
They help.
They really didn't.
Just for
She's one of the
strength.
Junker family trio, along with her daughter, daughter,
Their nanny.
father,
names.
maybe, and their nanny, or as her name is spelled, Nani. But that's not a joke. Her Doth have made most of the robots, other than a few exceptions. Dother?
Oh yeah, I understand why Caleb has prickly personality. You understood, right?
I just said that our sneak run is not that helpful sometimes. Take this, Cyber Ninja attack. Heal. Yeah. The spear trap was removed, and now I'll take my leave. It's a ceiling trap just ahead. Bring the ninja with the white mask. Fight on. Call techniques that dog
Shit,
ninja
Silas.
use in Shitsu. Oh no.
I don't know if you to add any comments or questions. Why ads? Oh. I couldn't think of any questions.
Not at the moment, no. Oh, Katana 1 it's an S. Are you gonna throw that in? Cut twice, once wide, once long.
Okay, sort of stretching it, but you want me to put in a katana?
It's an S, Chip.
You want me to put in a katana?
Yes.
This?
Yes.
I'd rather make an ice cube.
Why did the Cyber Ninja attack Gale? She was just minding her business. So, Kit next. Is that a Fox Kit? Yeah, the Kit.
The support
Didn't-
chips are a little too abundant.
Probably don't need that many barriers.
Yeah.
Measure twice, cut once. It's a really important lesson to learn. That's an S Airhawk? Hmm? Hmm?
I don't think we could replace anything.
But it's an S Airhawk.
I think we're good. Yeah, I'm replacing this.
Why do you hate me?
I'm making a joke.
Why do you hate me?
Not as if you troll us or anything.
Why do you hate me? I never troll you.
You always troll us.
I never troll.
It's like your #1 hobby.
Kinda set unrealistic expectations for young swords growing up in the Highlands. I don't know what you're talking about. I never troll you. Take this, Cyber Ninja attack. Flying monkey.
What?
Yeah. Why would you jump through the ceiling trap? Okay, ceiling trap was removed. And now, I'll take my leave.
What are we watching? What are we watching for?
It's no good, we cannot run away. With an area grab, yeah.
It feels like watching an RPG.
Say what?
Feels like watching an RPG. First catch is an instant heal and return range for 1020. That's a really good
1200.
burst heal. Sounds good at least.
The second gadget steals 25% ammo per hit. Yes, you heard me, per hit. Get up to 9 to hot. Jeez. It's Katana. It's no good. We can't run away.
So it drains everyone's ammo and then just... Who needs reloads when you can steal ammo? Yeah, we're good. Alright, what's... That was not on me.
I wasn't trying to kill it. I was trying to release the charge shot in a safe location. And it's like, what's that? You want to
Just
move
to
up here?
penalize you. Just to penalize you.
Did you put another katana in?
Yeah, I put none. We don't need two invisibles.
I mean, if you take the second invis out, then you can't unite.
Do we need a ninja to unite?
I like having the ninja unite.
Fine. What about Pokemon unite?
Do we need life sync?
Yeah, yeah. It has not been doing as much as I expected it to.
Wouldn't be honorable to run away from a samurai.
Good thing I'm not honorable. I couldn't finish that.
You're right. It's hard for you to speak the truth.
I speak the truth just fine.
Then why couldn't you finish that?
Because I am honorable. Oh, fuck off.
Cool down before you can use the gadget again, so you can't just attack 9 times that easy.
Okay, fair. Okay, can we run away from one thing? One thing! I would like to run away from one thing. We've been spending over half a stream on fights. It's a bit of a fight night, isn't it? This is your fault.
How is this my fault? You're the one who wanted me to go from land's computer to end area.
There it
Navi,
is.
settle down and relax. Come listen. Oh my god. This time listen to what I have to say. You know that the colored ninjas change places when you go in front. But what about ninjas of the same color? In that case, you can take up to 3 with you simultaneously. If you have a red ninja with you and go by another one, then you will end up with 2 red ninjas following you. If you go by another red ninja, then you will have 3. If you go by a ninja of another color, however, the ninja in front will stay behind while the new one joins the tail. For instance, if you have 3 reds and go by a white,
Then
then
you'll get-
red, red, white. Oh! Then pass a blue, red, white, blue. Seems complicated, but you'll get used to it after a while. Okay. Yes, I almost forgot. Number of ninjas must match the number of traps. That's how the security works. My entire explanation. Did you understand? Yes, actually.
Ouch.
You'll find a water trap up ahead. Bring the ninja with the blue mask. Fight on. I'm assuming I'll find another blue mask then. Because it kind of forces you to switch it out there. See, we ran away. And Sneak Run just expired.
Did it actually do anything?
I don't like this. I've run away too much to be proud.
I'm being pragmatic.
Surprise our shields herself and teammates for 48 each time one of her attacks hit. Others makes her turret do 800 DPS to foes in range. Aha! No good, we can't run away.
I blame Kazura. I blame everyone but myself.
That sounds about right.
That's not usually how it goes.
That sounds about right.
Right.
That you blame anyone but yourself.
No! Next character. A sniper.
Oh wait, I have the blue. Something must be down here. Oh right, I can only have one. I hate this.
How can you drop the other?
Probably backing out and talking to the one frog.
Those things are a lot more dangerous than they were in the other game.
Goodness, we have the same number of traps as ninjas. Well, if they aren't into traps, likely I know, but technical possibility.
We are really going in on it.
Pest Sword L. Next character.
Oh.
I think both of us are actually starting to get a lot more focused on how to deal with this stupid puzzle.
I'm not. You're supposed to give like a hearty shout or something.
I didn't. Thanks, Owl. Thanks, Gabora. No, whatever the owl's name is. Yep, got it.
Can you try talking to him?
What do you mean by hearty shout?
Give a hearty shout. Oh my god, wait.
What?
Does the Game Boy No, the Game Boy Advance
No.
did not have a mic. Wait.
No,
Shut-
it doesn't.
Okay. Oh shit, that was into the mic too. Shit, sorry everyone. I think we will have to jack out.
I don't think it's jacking out, because it talks about, like you said, it talks about a hearty shout. And area grab. And then he'll wide slash. Oh. Huh. How does one mighty shout? Are you double checking this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, return the ninja and try again from the start. Yes. So you talk to him, say no you don't want to hear it again,
Okay.
and then say yes you want to return him. That's...
No, that is fair. No, okay, do this.
Yeah. No, go ahead, run. Wow, it actually worked.
Yeah, okay. Wait, no.
Are we even at the part that Lion and Drake were warning us about? Well, mostly Lion was warning us about. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Keep going around.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is part of what he was warning. What they were warning
I
about.
think I've got it from here. You do that. Oh, okay. Well, take this, Cyber Ninja
Yeah, this is
attack.
it.
Water Strider. Yeah. The water trap was removed. And now, I'll take my leave. Spear trap. Bring Ninja with the red mask. This is it. This is the dungeon. The worst dungeon.
Endless Dungeon?
Endless dungeon is fun, at least.
Oh, sorry.
Whose name is a pun on sniper, rocket launcher, bees. Yeah, that's a lot of characters. Wow.
Guess. Okay, I know Jax won't want to hear bouncy balls. I would want to hear sniper pun, and I imagine Nyx wants to hear the bees.
I'm good with any of them.
Let's do bouncy balls since Jack is going to want to hear.
Did Jack hear ball?
Jack will hear ball.
Also, there's dog at the end there.
True, but bouncy ball versus dog, which is going to get Jack more?
Hey, an HP memory. I realize at this point it's as simple as pick up the ninja, walk away, come back. Oh, these hit the entire row.
Yeah.
You can kill them before they land.
If your timing's great.
Gotta try it.
Full.
You think I'm so one-dimensional? Bull.
Yes, I do, and I'm right, aren't I? Oh, so the trap does really good. Gale.
Take this, Cyber Ninja attack. Gale. Yeah. The spear trap was removed. And now, I'll take my leave. I have to read it like that. With the way they space it out. Come on now. I take my leave. Two spear traps up ahead. It's so good. Oh, wow. Huh. I guess I'm bringing you until I figure out where the traps are. So many battles.
It's no use! That's all I have to say.
So then I pick that up, do a loop around. And now I have two of them. Asking for a friend. How would one attain such a robot?
But how will we catch ball if it appears? Let's hear the lore of that character. Okay, let's face it, it's a pretty cool gimmick.
It's a cool gimmick, but Take this, Cyber Ninja attack. Gale! Yeah! Ultimate Ninja attack. Gale! Yeah! The spear trap was removed, and now I'll take my leave. So understand why Sonic kissing a human freaks somebody out, to be honest.
Those people aren't furries. Sorry.
No, accurate.
Okay, yeah, the non-furries are going to be freaked out that a human's kissing Sonic. Furries are going to be freaked out that Sonic is kissing a human. Is that not correct?
Not necessarily.
I was making a joke.
Your joke fell flat. At Sonic speed.
I was flat as a 3.
Damn. That's asking to get stabbed. 2 water traps.
I'm confident in myself.
Oh, guess I have to come up this
There's
way.
the first one. There's the second one.
It's no good, we can't run!
It's no use!
You're too slow.
I have no regrets, by the way.
What, running at that point?
No. The burn.
Ah. Is it? I don't know if I want to leave you there.
Okay, this encounter rate's not great for the Blood Soul.
It's really not. Which one's white is, right?
Yeah, the cushions are color-coded. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah. I wasn't looking at the button though, I was just trying to do the remember. You know that thing I'm bad at? I'm trying to get better at.
Self-improvement's always great.
I don't understand, I grew up watching Captain Kirk make out with creatures from other planets. That doesn't remotely faze me. Take this, Cyber Ninja attack, Flying Monkey. Ceiling trap has been disabled, and now I take my leave.
Say it in such an absurd way.
Oh, we have to come over this way anyways. So I found the other blue ninja.
Are those viruses, Ninja?
They're in lore in a relationship with a sniper pun.
Based off foes in the PvE modes. Voice lines are used for the boss of PvE modes.
No.
Trio for Rocket Launcher and Arcade Gambit. I don't remember what the mascot for. I think it's Playhouse. Huh. Interesting.
So much running because the encounters, like,
So what's the rest of the kit?
take these, Cyber Ninja attack, Water Strider. Yeah. Ultimate Ninja attack, Water Strider. My trap has been removed. Now I'll take.
If there were little extras and these puzzles were extras without the random encounters, that would be really fun.
3 spear traps up ahead waiting for you. Bring 3 red masked ninjas. Fight on!
Fight on! I think it's supposed to be like said like fight on. Anyone else feel like it's a little glitchy at times?
No, I know what they want on that.
No, just like it. I don't know. Is Ninja a precursor of a Joy-Con? Everything is actively
Your
terrible.
timing is actively terrible.
My timing is awesome. I saved you from certain doom.
I think if Sneak Run actually did just prevent encounters instead of reducing the chance of encounter.
Or reducing it pretty good.
This would be less annoying.
Alright. First hit. Are you okay, game?
Why?
Just the way... That could be trouble.
No, I needed the red. I still have the red.
Yeah, but the order is really important.
Now I've got 2 red. I can see why.
Lion and Drake for...
Yeah. Please be something easily obtainable. Please be something easily attainable. Thank you.
There isn't a crow.
You asked me to download home Game Boy app for Switch earlier. Anything good on it?
Yes?
I would have to double check, but I want to say yes.
Final ninja attack! Yeah! Spirit trap was removed. And now, I'll take my leave.
There's Tetris. Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins.
Oh my god, just... That's clever.
Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX. Do you remember us playing that on stream? The remake? The one where we're on the island, we have to get the instruments and get to the egg? Well, I can't say original because it is still DX, but that is on color. Wario Land 3. Wario Land
Kirby,
is
if you
fun.
really want to screw with your mind.
Kirby's Dream Land, the original. So yeah, there are some good options.
The Game & Watch. Cyberthos does like Game & Watch. What are you going back for?
It's fun.
Why are you going
Is
back?
fun not allowed?
Fun is never allowed.
You know what? Just for that, I'm doing another lap.
Don't. Really? No, not the stream. Really can't take it anymore. Love. Love,
We're
really.
not going to be finishing this before the end of the stream anyways.
God damn it, love. But we could get close. Oh.
No, we need tomorrow to be a reminder of how bad this place is.
No, we really don't. We want to be through with this.
See, I'd have been done with that a lot sooner if you didn't get in the way.
Oh my
Nice
god,
work.
you did
We're almost
have
at the
to.
goal. Don't give up now. There are 2 ceiling traps and 3 water traps up ahead, waiting for you. It's 1 blue masked ninja past the ceiling trap. First take 2 white masked ninjas, then take 3 blue masked ninjas with you. Fight on.
Oh, you have to be like, fight on!
Okay, on Asteroid.
This is where you play asteroids.
And they crack panels, huh? So yeah, there are some good options there.
Oh, the shenanigans with healing. That's fun. Freaking amazing. So what about sniper with a pun?
So I have to work out a lot of it still. Yeah, I mean, hey, if
You could play along and see how it's different.
Yeah, that's true. So many red ninjas. When we don't need any red ninjas.
It's kind of weird to see so many ninja in one place.
Right? This must be terrible, ninja. Virtual Console Online stuff seems like it's incentive to Game Pass. I don't think it's worth, to be honest. I mean, if you have the online anyways, it's definitely pretty solid.
It's a matter of if it's worth just to get, or if it's...
I'm gonna read his sketch. I didn't hear y'all read it. Wait on Star Powers. Oh, no, she read it. Are you muted? Have you been muted this whole time?
No,
Okay.
it's... have I been going through it for everyone?
I thought you read it. I thought I heard you read it.
I did read it, but I don't know if I thought I read it out loud.
I didn't hear it this time. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, no, that could easily be on us. First gadget is 16 balls that shoot in 8 directions. There are 200 per ball. Only good if they're close to something.
Oh, we're gonna have to reset this anyways because we have 3 and we can't have 3.
Yeah. Second gadget heals him for 200 per bounce on his next attack. Nearly unkillable if you go with a corner. Which is just amazing heal shenanigans.
I thought you said meow a lot.
Has there been actually sound issues? I feel like I've been good about keeping the mic off mute.
I've been hearing you just fine.
You're in the same room with me.
Yeah, but that means I'm not having sound issues.
You have a lot of issues. Sound is just not one of them.
Yes.
This is what I put up with, everyone.
Well, someone has to be the fun one around here.
Fun not allowed.
Reg up to... I told you we weren't gonna finish this by the end of the stream either way. This is... Ugh.
Wolf, not cat.
Meow.
Jack is trying to get a rise out of me.
Is it working?
No, it's not working. I'm very patient. Nice. I got 29, it should sound it one. Okay.
Not that way. No. Oh, well, yes, I guess. I
guess the important question is if Meow was able to hear me.
For star power, if you bounce your shots, you get an extra 124 damage per ball. Second star power, you turn into Usain Bolt under 33% health.
So Jack, what if you become Ball?
Okay, I pick up white. I might have to pick up a second. Well, if I pick up a second, as long as I make sure to keep the white one, like keep 2 different colors, I'm not going to get a third.
Yeah.
Correct. Oh no, I'm almost done. It's...
I just wanted to troll you.
What happened to no fun allowed?
This is not fun, this is trolling.
As man say, to catch ball, you must become ball.
That was gonna take me, sorry. She goes by the name of Piper.
Is she pied?
Piper Sniper.
The Piper Sniper. Oh, I hate this place. It's a certifiable hate this place.
I'm pretty fond of this place.
Yes!
Man, this is Wendy's.
So good, we can't run away.
I'm just maintaining ball. Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. Let's
I
see
killed him before you could troll me again. With just charge shots. Fight.
So let's hear about Piper's lore.
Take the 7 ninja attack flying monkey. Yeah. Ultimate ninja attack. Ooh, I wonder what it's gonna be for 3 of them actually.
Final ninja attack.
And now I'll take my leave. Was it final ninja attack?
Yeah. I thought you didn't have sound issues with me.
I wasn't paying attention to you when it happened before.
You never pay attention to me.
Sorry, did you say something?
That's why I put up with everyone.
Her attacks do more damage the longer it travels, and her super is a jump that leaves cupcake grenades. As she pulls a Mary Poppins.
Oh my god, that's so... That's kind of awesome.
Okay, so I got blue.
I do like the thematics of, I feel like we shouldn't be running so much if it's going to keep doing this. I do like the thematic of, damage, based off of range.
Wasn't there the one, wasn't it Neath in Smite?
She might.
Wasn't her ultimate something that got stronger based on range?
I really don't remember.
Maybe not her, but there was a character. Oh.
I'm going to say it probably wasn't Neath because we played Neath a lot and we just can't remember that.
Oh, no, blue's not this way. Says the range knight.
I kind of am a range nut, aren't I? Never really thought of it that way, but... Wait, can you just go grab a blue from back here?
I don't know. I'm hoping so.
I'm hoping not.
This makes me terribly sad.
Yeah, it looks like the previous ones vanished, didn't they?
Yep. Otherwise, she's quick to mention back in the bartender part. I believe she assisted with the thick mama.
Huh.
Okay, so we're right here, saving. Trying to get this done is hell. We will finish this at the start of tomorrow's stream. Because it is that time.
I'm not a range nut.
You're
But-
totally a range nut.
Yeah, I'm a range nut. It's actually very fitting to call me a range nut.
Anyways, I hope you all have enjoyed us being completely lost.
We should hear Thick Meow go over the news set first.
Thick Meow can continue this in Discord. I would love it if you continued this in Discord, honestly. It has been fun reading it. Will you be staying around, Crava?
Yeah, I'm probably going to get a little bit of rest after the stream since I've been having sleeping troubles. But after that, I'll be free all day.
But I hope you all have enjoyed us being completely lost. We will be back tomorrow, continuing being lost. Go ahead and throw it in general.
Yeah,
That's fine. Oh, hey, welcome to the Discord as well, Lucky System. Hey. Anyways, have a good one, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow, hopefully.
Alright, I will.